Yo, what's going on, everybody? You've seen the thumbnail, you've read the title, and today I want to talk about how Season 5 is intentionally pay to win for the average player. Now, before somebody comes at my throat and says, Arctic, it's not pay to win, you can earn the weapons for free, therefore they're not pay to win. I am talking about the average player, like the bare bones average player who maybe plays like a couple matches a day. I'm not talking about Sweatlord 999 who is already level 450 in the season, okay? I am not talking about you. Obviously, it's not pay to win for you because you probably got to tier 70 by day 1. So with that being said, you are seeing gameplay of the new Echelon map here, which I actually think is incredibly and surprisingly well designed. So that's the positivity for this video. With that being said, let's get into the video, guys. Alright, so as most of you guys know, when you go to buy the Battle Pass, which by the way, I don't recommend most of you guys do, you have two options when you buy the Battle Pass. You have option number 1, which is your basic standard Battle Pass, which just unlocks you tier 1, all of the tier 1 instant unlock rewards and stuff like that, and it allows you to unlock everything in the Battle Pass, no tiers given, standard Battle Pass, 1,000 comp points. But then you have the Battle Pass bundle, which gives you the first 15 tiers, aka giving you the first weapon being the EM2. And that's about 2,400 COD points, which is, I think, about 25 roughly dollars. I'm not 100% sure. I don't buy COD points. I never actually have bought COD points, so I'm not sure on those exact values. But nonetheless, you have two options when you go to buy the Battle Pass. Not like I recommend buying it. But anyways, when you buy the bundle, you get the first 15 tiers, which gives you the first weapon right away. So at the very, very start of the season, for the first roughly 15 hours, because it is impossible to get to tier 15, because I think each tier takes about an hour of gameplay to earn or something like that. So literally for the first 15 hours, the EM2, which is not ridiculously overpowered, but is still a very, very strong assault rifle in its own right, the game was pay to win. Now, for those players who play an additional 15 hours after buying, or roughly 15 hours give or take, after buying the Battle Pass bundle, will unlock the Tech 9, which is I guess the very big focus of this video, is the Tech 9 and how absolutely stupid this gun is. So for those of you guys who've been living under a rock, the Tech 9 is described as this, word for word in the Cold War menus. Semi-auto submachine gun, improved accuracy with minimal recoil, high damage output with a moderate range. Now this sounds eerily similar to the KSP-45. 3-round burst submachine gun, high damage with moderate range, burst fire spread is less efficient at long range. See how we have high damage and moderate range on both of these weapons. However, one of them is a semi-auto, so it doesn't seem that bad. Now for those of you guys who've been playing Season 5, you will know that this thing is not really semi-auto. It's semi-auto until you get either the burst barrel for it or the burst fire mod or whatever it is, and then there is the full auto mod. So imagine if the KSP did not have a burst spread at all, which is the KSP's main downside, is that once you take the KSP out of a certain range, the burst spread becomes so annoying that the gun becomes insanely inconsistent and does not consistently one-burst people. Now, however, the Tech 9 with its burst mod at close range will consistently one-burst people pretty damn often. And the thing is, it can also become full auto. So imagine if the KSP didn't have its burst spread, but also could be turned into a full auto weapon. That is the Tech 9 right there for you. Literally, in the game description, low recoil, minimal recoil, like virtually no recoil. This gun has absolutely no recoil. Very high damage, and it's full auto. Why? Why is this a thing? And here's the thing, because it's intentional. They want the gun to be pay to win on purpose. I mean, you don't have to look far. This is not the first time that they have severely messed up with a gun that has completely broken the meta. Let's take a look at the recent things in just Cold War alone. The LC-10. LC-10, when it first came out, used to have, I think, 30 or 40 meters of range. It had literally assault rifle ranges on an SMG that was killing very quick with a very controllable vertical recoil pattern. The LC-10 right now is considered a meta weapon, but it used to be even better. It took them to about the end of the season before they finally nerfed the LC-10. It took them almost forever to nerf that because they wanted people to buy the Battle Pass bundle. They wanted the average player to go and buy the Battle Pass bundle so that they could get the LC-10 so that they could compete in the game. This is the same thing happened with the MG58 or the MG82 the insanely fast-firing LMG in this game. Same thing happened there. That gun is very, very strong. It's actually never been nerfed, but is still insanely strong and one of the best LMGs in the entire category. The only DLC weapon that they have not added to the game, or that they have added to the game that isn't overpowered pretty much, is the C58. However, the C58 ended up dominating Warzone, so they still got people to buy the Battle Pass bundle there for the C58. Basically, this is not the first time they've done this, but this is the most egregious time that they have done this. They took a gun that is pretty much balanced at a semi-auto, being literally you just have to spam the trigger while shooting it, which is completely fair for a high damage, low recoil, with moderate range, good range, high damage, submachine gun. That's perfectly fine if it's semi-auto. But they decided that it would be perfectly balanced if they decided that, hey, let's make this thing full auto with an attachment. Or let's turn this thing into a burst mod that also has less recoil than the KSP's burst, but is essentially a replica of the KSP's range and damage. It's stupid. It makes no sense other than the fact that they want you to buy the Battle Pass bundle so that you can get this faster. Or even better yet, they want you to buy the Battle Pass bundle and buy tiers so that you can get this weapon as fast as humanly possible so that you're not getting destroyed in your lobbies by somebody who's running this blatantly pay-to-win weapon. It's not the first time they've done this. I cover this in Modern Warfare. They have done this many, many times before. Every single time a new season drops, almost every single time a new season drops, the either tier 15 or tier 30 weapon is ridiculously strong and ridiculously oppressive, and they don't nerf it until about mid-season or after the season is over. Basically, once they stop getting Battle Pass bundle sales or when they stop getting people buying tiers. Once that stops, then they actually go and nerf this. And the thing is, I would not be surprised if the Tech 9 is not going to get nerfed until the end of the season or halfway through the season, because so many people are complaining about just how broken this weapon is. It is the most blatant example of Activision pretty much just making the game pay to win, or Treyarch being completely incompetent somehow, because, yeah, I don't know, man. They knew how to balance weapons in Black Ops 4, but now they have no idea now, apparently. Yeah, doesn't make sense, does it, right? Black Ops 2, an incredibly balanced game. Black Ops 3, pretty damn balanced until the XMC. Black Ops 4, pretty damn balanced until the VMP, right? Does it kind of ring a bell? Does it make sense that Treyarch would just suddenly forget how to make a balanced Call of Duty game when they've done it for so long? Their games have been balanced for so long and they just suddenly forget, right? Yeah, they just suddenly forgot and the weapon just happened to be in the Battle Pass at tier 30. That just happened to be the best weapon, right? Yeah, man, crazy coincidence. No, it's intentional. The game was intentionally made pay to win for the average player. This isn't even a tinfoil hat conspiracy anymore. This is just blatantly obvious. If you just look for it at like 5 seconds, you can tell that it's intentional. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel, turn on post notifications. Let me know what you guys thought about this in the comment section down below. Feel free to join my Discord, follow me on Twitter. Both of those will be in the description. And with that being said, have a great rest of the day, everybody. Bye-bye. Peace out.